Hi, my name is Charlie Maloney, and I'm going to discuss my interview with Joanna Anderson, and she is a breastfeeding peer counselor and clerk at the WIC clinic in New Braunfels. When you first walk into the WIC clinic, there are two windows with two clerks, and they are there to assist people with appointments, information on WIC, such as the packages they offer and what the requirements, such as the income requirements to enroll in the WIC program. There also is, located on the right side, there is a little play area for children to wait while they wait for their appointment to keep them entertained, which I thought was pretty cool, so that parents don't have to really worry about their children getting impatient while they wait for their appointment. The WIC clinic is located right off of Walnut Avenue, which is a fairly popular street in New Braunfels, so it's really easy for me to find. There's Joanne mentioned that there's an average of 4 people working in the WIC office, consisting of 2 clerks in the front, the breastfeeding peer counselor herself, and a nutritionist or a dietitian. They have a nutritionist and a dietitian. It just depends on the schedule of the day, which one will be there to work at the clinic. They're funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture and Food Nutrition Service. They receive 1 funding a year. It's annual, and this goes to the packages that they give out to the people enrolled in WIC. The majority of people that are enrolled in WIC are minorities, consisting of mainly Latino and Hispanic families and low-middle income families. The majority are also women, pregnant women or women with children, but men are also able to enroll in WIC as long as they meet the income guidelines and have full custody of a child or children under the age of 5 years old. The large quantity of minorities is one reason that Joanna mentioned she wanted to work for the WIC program. She's Latino Hispanic descent herself, and she really wanted to give back to her community by working at the WIC program and educating them on nutrition and breastfeeding. People are often referred to the WIC program by other government assistance programs such as food stamps and Medicaid. If you're eligible for Medicaid, you are eligible for the WIC program, so often when you apply for Medicaid, they'll go ahead and refer you over to the WIC program. The mission statement for WIC is educate, encourage, empower. WIC helps amazing families grow one individual at a time. I really think that the WIC employees work to live to that mission statement. When you walk in to the WIC clinic, there are posters everywhere encouraging nutrition, explaining what fruits and vegetables are healthy, why they're healthy. They have the food pyramid containing, dairy, produce, anything that is nutritious to both pregnant women and children. They also have breastfeeding signs. They have a little area in the clinic where women can breastfeed peacefully. They have a nice comfy chair and give women their own room to breastfeed in, which I thought was pretty cool. Joanna also mentioned that her and Stacy, she's her boss, and she is the lead nutritionist and dietitian in the San Marcos, New Braunfels area. They work towards a goal of the month. They will kind of evaluate themselves and see what they need to be working on, and then go from there and try to create new ways to work on it. There are 2 courses that need to be completed before you can start breastfeeding peer counseling. One is the breastfeeding support module. It educates on how to converse with mothers in unique situations. This course lasts on average 4 hours, and it's self-paced, so you can complete it as fast as you want or as slow as you want. It teaches breastfeeding peer counselors how to talk to mothers in different situations, such as mothers who smoke that want to breastfeed, mothers who have cancer that want to breastfeed, or a baby with a cleft palate, things like that. The second is the breastfeeding management course. This consists of 20 hours and usually lasts about 3 days. It involves demos, visuals, written portions, all different ways of looking at the anatomy of breastfeeding. So it teaches you about the body, and another course that Joanna mentioned, which is a college course, is the developmental lifespan. Developmental lifespan. It teaches them, the breastfeeding peer counselors, about how the human body works, starting from when the woman becomes pregnant. They have a variety of packages, including full-time breastfeeding mothers, formula feeding mothers, children under 5, and pregnant women. So this meets to all different kinds of children, how they're fed, breastfeeding and formula, and also packages for pregnant women, such as fruits and vegetables, milk, and bread. One issue that was discussed between me and Joanne was the understaffing in the WIC clinic. The New Braunfels WIC clinic actually has more, and it's a larger clinic, but they are still understaffed, and this is one reason that Joanna has to work as a clerk and a breastfeeding peer counselor, so that she can help out with both jobs, which kind of takes a toll on her. Sometimes she feels that it takes away from the counseling, which is where her heart is really set in. I learned a lot from this experience. I was really glad I had the opportunity to talk to them, to both Stacy and Joanna. They taught me about how the job works, what the requirements are to work at the WIC office, what every day is like at the WIC office on average, the different challenges they face, and who they work with. And I think that the people at the WIC office were really kind, and that they work really hard to work to their mission statement, which is to encourage, empower, and educate low and middle income families on nutrition for pregnant women, mothers, and their children. Thank you.